I'm Casey Quaretti. This is Chat and Dish coming to you fresh from Florida. And today I'm going to show you how to make a most unusual but absolutely delicious grilled cheese sandwich. Let's take a quick look at our ingredients. I have got a whole wheat crunchy bread that I've got into thick slices, fresh asparagus, fresh red cabbage, fresh herb pesto, blackberries as a surprise ingredient, but they're gonna be fabulous. Then we've got mayonnaise and sriracha hot pepper sauce, about 10 slices of prosciutto, nice and thin. Then I've got a chipotle gouda and a cheddar. We're gonna need a little bit of olive oil. That's it. Hey, let's go make some sandwiches. First thing I'm gonna do is grab my bread and head over to a hot grill pan. Lightly grilling our bread is gonna bring out a nice toasty flavor. Let's check the bread. Perfect. Go ahead and turn it over. Prep your asparagus by getting rid of the woody stems. All you have to do is grab them in your hand, bend, and it snaps right where they're thick. Now, most of the time you throw away the woody stems, but in my case, my puppy dog loves them. So here you go, Cody. Want that? Yeah. Hey, vegetables for the dog. Isn't that good? Grab your asparagus and olive oil. Head over to that hot grill pan. Pop your asparagus into your grill pan. Give them a drizzle with olive oil. All right, my asparagus have a nice char to them, but they're still a little crunchy. It's time to take them off. Remember, your asparagus are going to continue to cook and soften while they're hot. All right, while the asparagus are cooling down a little bit, I'm going to add about a teaspoon of sriracha sauce to a half a cup of mayonnaise and mix that up. I'll give this a little taste. The perfect amount of zip, not too hot. You just want it to have a little bit of flavor. You don't want it to be super hot. Now, I've got my shredded cabbage, and what I've done with the cabbage is I coated it with salt, and then I put it in a colander for 30 minutes. Let it soften up. Then I rinsed it really well and dried it. And this is what happens. You've got nice, soft red cabbage. And to that, I am going to mix in my mayonnaise and sriracha. What I'm doing here is just making an instant semi-coleslaw. It's just our cabbage, mayonnaise, and a little bit of sriracha. Make sure that you get your cabbage well covered, and go ahead and set that aside. I have my grilled bread on a baking sheet. I've lined it with nonstick aluminum foil just to keep things simple when it comes to cleanup. Now, I've got my chipotle gouda, and I'm going to put the chipotle gouda on 2 of the slices of bread. Just spread it across. Kind of evenly. You want it, when it melts, you want it to cover the entire slice of bread. Now the cheddar is going to go on the other slice. Easy peasy. Grab it and let's head over to a hot oven. Oh, perfect. Our cheese is nice and melted. Now we're building our sandwiches. 4 or 5 spears of asparagus on 2 of your slices of bread. Next up comes our secret ingredient. That's our blackberries. They are the perfect counterpoint to the sriracha and the chipotle gouda because those are both kind of warm and spicy. So just layer on some blackberries. Next up, we want to top our blackberries with 2 or 3 slices of very thin prosciutto. Ooh, look at how this build is happening. Now, I'm going to put a drizzle of our fresh herb pesto on top of the prosciutto. And this fresh herb pesto is made with olive oil, garlic, parsley, oregano, and thyme. Also, a little bit of basil. And this fresh zing goes great with the blackberries. And on top of that, whoa, now we are going to pile on our coleslaw. Let's get that right on top. We're going to need a couple of spoonfuls of that. Ooh, is this gorgeous or what? Next up, we are going to top our sandwich with our second slice of bread and melted cheese. There we go. Is that a sandwich made in heaven or what? Okay, when I make a sandwich, I don't think anybody should have to have a plain old boring sandwich. So here goes. This is fantastic. You've got the sweet from the blackberry, the spicy from the coleslaw. Oh, it's heaven. As always, thank you for visiting and sharing this grilled cheese adventure with me. So fresh from Florida. Until next time, I'm going to miss you. Cheers.